bet you've been wondering where I've been. Let's talk about it. Hey Taylor-tots, welcome back to Justice is Served. So I know that you guys have been missing me. I went MIA for a few days, and the truth of the matter is, girl, I was busy. I was busy. I was like, you know what? When I was getting home, it was late. Working, obviously, with Dior, we just had events after event 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 after event. So I have not had time to breathe. And when I have had a second to even take a breath, it has not, I did not want to consume that breath of also doing YouTube as well at the moment. So I really wanted to take a step back and just take a breath for a minute. So I decided just to focus on my events that were going on and not film. So it was fine. I mean, it was only a couple of days. It's Sunday now when I'm filming, so it's Monday when you're watching. And my work week is going to be crazy again. I'm going to try and get some videoing in throughout the week because there's a lot going on. I'm excited to show some or not show, but just talk about some great things that's going to be happening throughout the week. But I mean, it's been awesome. Everything's been great. Nothing bad, I promise. But I was like, you know what? Let me take a step back from YouTube so that I can just focus on, what is most important to me, which is my career. And that's what I did. Girl, it is what it is. But I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but I got a little bit of sun today, girl. A little bit of sun. I don't know what this is. If anybody knows what this is, okay, fix my eyebrows while I'm getting up close, real close. This right here, this spot, it's like a blood spot. I don't know what it is, but it happens from time to time, and I didn't hit it on anything. It just comes out of nowhere, and it's so strange. Sometimes it's actually bigger than this, and then it just goes away, but then it comes back. I don't know what it is. If you can tell, I'm tired. But yeah, so I have had great business. Work has been fantastic. Personal life has been great. We've been rocking and rolling. Chris got a call back from the first interview he went to that was really close to here for IT, and they actually asked him to come back last Wednesday. So that's what he did. And then on Friday, they asked for his information to run a background check. So hopefully that means that this week they'll be job offering him. So that'll be awesome. A job doing something that he truly loves to do. He is so smart. And he's so passionate about anything tech. So it'll be great for him. I've told him before, I said, you have no idea what it's like to work for something you have a passion to do. And that's what I do. And I love every minute of it. And yeah, it gets crazy. And yeah, it gets, a little wild, but it makes it worthwhile because it's something you love to do. And that's the one thing I really wanted for him to do with this transition of us moving to Houston from the Gulf Coast, is for him to have the opportunity to do something different that he really is going to love to do, and that his development long-term and growth is going to be amazing because, I mean, it's endless. I mean, he's already purchased the stuff to start studying to do his Security Plus certification, so that's awesome. So once it gets rocking and rolling, it'll be great. We laid by the pool today, so we went outside and we floated for about 2 hours. We was on a little personal float so I can get some sun. I didn't get as much as I would like to have gotten, but I will tell you I can definitely feel a little bit more tight on the skin, so I'm going to put a grand mask on here in just a second while we're talking. But I wanted to show you my favorite fragrance for creating a calm atmosphere for me. And fragrances are so personal, and they tell a story about who you are and what type of personality you have at the moment, at least. But it also can help dictate your mood. So I tell everybody your fragrance is very personal. And the reason why is it makes a mark on somebody's memory. When you experience a scent with your eyes are closed, if it's something that you've experienced before and you immediately know who it is, what they were wearing the day, clothing wise, where you were at, it brings back that moment in time. And for me, White Diamonds was from my mother. She wore that all the time, and I'm not gonna, no shade. But I thought it was extremely expensive until years down the road when I actually got into cosmetics and was like, Girl, they sell this at CVS. But it still smells amazing. I love the fragrance, White Diamonds, but I will tell you, it reminds me of my mom. So I am not going to go into a bunch of different fragrances, but I am going to tell you about the one fragrance that is very personal to me, and it makes me feel so calm and so relaxed, and it's just luxury. So we have a collection in Christian Dior called La Collection Privé, and you may hear it be called LCP for short, depending on where you're located. So in Texas, my Saks door, this is the only location that you can purchase the La Collection Privé fragrance collection. And this specific juice is called La Col Noir. So La Col Noir is beautiful. So this is a rose fragrance. So I'm not going to go into the heritage and all that stuff, but I'm just going to tell you why this is so important to me. So, I showed you the trip where I went to Paris with Kyle and Cody, and they actually took me there for my birthday, and we, of course, went to there, Madrid and Barcelona. But when we went to Paris, we ended up going to Versailles, and when you're in Versailles, inside the building itself, I don't remember any smells or any scents or anything specific. All I just remember is just really big, tall ceilings and big rooms. But when I went to the garden, however, complete opposite. It was so much sensation. It's very sensorial to not only the eyes, because of course it's so gorgeous with how many flowers there are, and pretty much it looks like a maze, and everything is so thought out, and it's such an experience. But there is a shop that is out there that when you walk in, it smells like La Col Noir, or rose, and vetiver. So this does not smell like vetiver, but I do have a vetiver scent that I bought there. But anytime that I want to decompress, if I had a stressful day, and again, stressful does not always mean bad. And I want you guys to understand that when it comes to you talking about your days for yourself. Just because you say, God, today was so stressful, that does not mean it was a bad day. It could be an amazing day. But some people usually like to say that it was hectic. That doesn't always mean that a crazy day was hectic, okay? There's a lot of different verbiages, and it's all about your own mindset of how you create things in life. And I will tell you, anytime I have a stressful day, it could be great situations that happened, just a lot of them, or even just big topics that when I get home, I'm like, you know what? I just need to take a breath and just soak it all in and just enjoy the moment. And so La Col Noir is the fragrance that I go to. I have it in the shower gel, which is a hand soap and shower gel. So if you don't want to wear it full bath, you can just do the hand, like at a sink. I started with it at the sink, and then I ended up putting it in my shower because it is for body as well. And I will tell you, it is the fragrance that makes me feel so, I don't know, when I'm in the shower and I am using the shower gel of the La Col Noir, I just feel the stress melting off my body. I just take a deep breath and I close my eyes, and I really just enjoy the sense of the smell just enveloping the entire shower. And eventually, I know I was just have already done the house tour, girl, but it seems like one thing is leading to another, and girl, it looks like a bomb of drag blew up in this room. But there's a couple things that I want to get done because the furniture right behind me is going to be painted hot pink, and then so is the dresser over here. So there's a couple things I want to get done. Again, I know I was supposed to have it done, but girl, I'm running out of time, honey. Well, running out of time for deadlines of like doing a video, not running out of time for everything else. But the one thing I'll tell you is being able to experience that in the shower. You step out, it stays on the skin for a good 15 minutes, and then after that it starts to dissipate, but I put the fragrance on. Now, I will put the fragrance on, pressing on the pulse points, and the reason why I do the wrist and then I press behind my ears is because it's for business if you shake hands, and then pleasure if a loved one gives you a hug. So it's something that is fully enveloping their senses. Now, and Chris will tell you this, I will put this on the sheets. So like you will notice like how much is gone. I spray this on the sheets, all over the pillowcases, all over the sheets, all over the blankets. So when like it is a full enveloping moment when you lay in there and you're just relaxing, because I don't know about you, but like I take deep breaths when I first lay down just to truly like get myself ready to fall asleep. And I don't know how many of you can identify with this part. My mind is always racing. I'm always thinking of the next things to do for work. If it was drag, like, what am I doing next? Where am I going to be at? What am I going to wear? What songs am I doing? There's just so much stuff going on, and it's really hard to get my mind to shut off. And at one point, I had seen somewhere that they said that you should, when you're going to lay down, you should take a deep breath in through the nose and, of course, blow out through the mouth, which I think we've all heard this. But it says when you're doing this, when you're trying to go to sleep, you tell your brain, like in your thought process, you say, all right, brain, time to go to sleep. All right, time to go to sleep. Time to shut down. Time to shut down. So the reason why is because your brain is going 900 miles an hour, sometimes like mine is a lot. And again, that's part of anxiety because we're always trying to make sure that we're on top of things. But at the same time, my brain just doesn't understand to chill out. Now, I don't do that every single night. I've noticed that when I spray La Colle Noir on my sheets, that it actually helps me calm down faster. So it's something for me that I've loved. I've done it for a couple of years, but I absolutely love it. It is so beautiful of a fragrance. I will wear it. Sometimes if I know it's going to be a stressful day, no matter what type of stress it is, I will wear it because throughout the day I can actually just experience it on myself and it actually calms me down. So that's just a self-soothing moment. But I want to know in the comment section, what is your favorite fragrance and what does it say about you? The reason why is I don't think people understand, one, of how much your fragrance says about you, but two, do you really think that your fragrance is saying the right thing about you? And the reason why I am wanting to talk about this is sometimes when you're choosing a fragrance, you don't let the fragrance choose you. You're trying to choose the fragrance based off of what's popular or what a friend wears. Or even like sometimes it's all about having something that was classic that your mother or your grandmother wore, and you're really just trying to just pass on that legacy. I will tell you, when you experience a fragrance, don't look at a fragrance and say, oh, so-and-so wore this. Or somebody older than me or younger than me wore this. I can't wear that. I want you to get the blotter card and close your eyes and bring it to the nose and take a deep breath and experience the scent. And if you cannot see what you look like from head to toe, makeup, hair, clothing, the type of fabric your clothes are made out of, are they tight fitted, are they flowy? If you cannot see what time of day and where you're headed to, no matter if it's something you can afford or not, that if you can't see yourself in it, then the fragrance isn't for you. The other thing is to also understand that sometimes your fragrances can be a turn off. Not because they smell bad, but sometimes it could be something that really isn't appropriate for the setting you're in. So again, yes, you can have your signature scents, but also understand, remember where you're at and know your audience. Because the thing is, say you go to sit down and have an interview. If something is entirely too pungent or too aggressive, that almost seems as if that's going to be your work style. So the way that you're going to work is coming in aggressive. You're going to be very loud. You're going to be very in your face. And that's what your fragrance is saying about you before you even get to speak a word to the person you're interviewing with. Same thing when it comes to being in a relationship with somebody. If you choose a fragrance that is just very clean and fresh, and that's it, that almost comes off as that you're not a risk taker. You're not somebody that's going to be adventurous, and you're not going to go dance in the rain with them when you get caught there. You're just going to be very passive and over it. So just know that your fragrances have a lot to say about you before you get a chance to say anything about yourself. It is almost as special as your signature. Let's just say that. I know you've also probably seen Catwoman when Halle Berry was in it, and the handwriting changes as she changes into Catwoman, and they talk about how when she signs her name that the signature is almost more confident, or that it is more confident, and you can change, it looks like two different people. Let's just say that. So just know everything is a lot more thought into it than just saying, hey, I'm putting it on. But just know, if you want to be more comfortable and more confident and say maybe even more sexy and more powerful, choose a fragrance that when you experience it and your eyes are closed, that when you envision yourself in that moment with that scent on, what are you doing? Are you setting the tone? Are you wearing a red lip? Are you having stilettos on? Are you in that power suit? What is it that you see yourself in when you have that fragrance up to your nose before you even purchase it? If that's not what it's giving you, then put it down. It's not for you, girl. It's almost like a red lip. So when you wear red lips as a woman, or whoever, if you wear a red lip, just know that the red lip is a sign of dominance. It's a sign of ultimate sex. It's very sexualized because the lips holds the attention of whoever you're speaking to for 7 seconds longer than anybody else or any other lip shade. But the other part is for you to understand, it doesn't mean that it's provocative. It is almost captivating. That's why I usually tell people, don't think that it is a provocative color or a provocative shade. It is actually something that is almost commanding versus demanding. So it's just all about what you do. But tell me in the chat box or in the comment section what you think about your fragrances from the previous question. And then the other part is what is your signature shade of lipstick that makes you just feel like you can conquer the world? All right, guys, I'm excited to be back on with you. I'm not saying I'm going to be consistent. I don't know how work's going to go, but I thank you for being patient and supporting me as always. Taylor-tots, you were absolutely amazing. I love each and every one of you. There is new merch. If you want to go and look at my last video, it actually shows some new merch towards the end. So I took my most recent promo shot that I did and actually turned it into merch. It is so beautiful where it's me facing myself. Love it, love it, love it from the show last Monday. Such a great time. Please make sure that you're going on and seeing the entertainers that I have spoke about here recently and go and support them. And if you're in Houston, make sure you go to Buddy's on Monday night to go at 10 p.m. to see the contest. I know that tomorrow night, if we have an opportunity, we're going to, or technically tonight when you're watching it, we're going to try and go watch just depending on how early you have to be up the next day. But all right, guys, make sure that you are liking, sharing, and subscribing. Thumbs up if you love the video. There's a heart with a $sign. Thank you all for your super thanks. And then, of course, your chats when you go on live with me. If you don't want to send it on here, I have Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal. Again, you don't have to do anything. I appreciate it. And then I did update my list on my wish list on Amazon wish list. So if you get a chance to go and take a look, just know that you don't have to send it to my P.O. box. It won't even show an address. You can just say ship it. And it will do it as a gift, but just make sure you let me know in the inbox later on or on a chat or in a comment section that you sent it so that I know who it's from, because I don't think they will let you put your name on it all the time. Who knows? And I want to make sure that I'm unboxing it on here so all of you can see it. But thank you again. Thanks for joining Justice is Served, and I will see you all tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Bye, guys. Mwah.